Anytime you have a physical issue that the doctors say, oh, we don't know what to do about it, there's a reason. All the issues that Western medicine can't resolve are conditions caused by past life trauma stored in your body. Take, for instance, carpal tunnel. Millions of people have carpal tunnel. Repetition, movement, right? Yeah. So, it's true that when you're at the keyboard, you'll use that motion a lot. But what's the trauma in that? What it's doing is triggering past life traumas of wielding the sword or holding the shield. Now here's the thing. If you have carpal tunnel in your right hand, for the most part, the trauma is having to be in attack mode all the time. Because think about it, feel the motions that you'd have to use to wield a sword. Those are the trauma. And think about it, if you're defending yourself in battle, holding the shield and pushing the people off you with that shield and getting the hits that happens in this life emotionally. So if you're feeling the issues more in the left arm, is from being tired of having to defend yourself all the time. And if you're feeling the issues of carpal tunnel in your right hand, it's an issue of having to be in attack mode all the time, and you don't want to be there. I discovered this correlation in a real profound way. There was this man who came to me for a healing session, and he was fine in every other way. He had a motorcycle accident, and he couldn't use his hands. I mean, they were fine. He could use them for little things, but he couldn't make big motions. So when I worked on him, I saw him in battle in a past lifetime, and he was just killing people, and he was good, right? And he was competent, but his heart wasn't in it. And he said to himself, I'd rather cut off my own hands than kill someone else, with my abilities. So he put that intention out in a past lifetime where he would not kill anybody anymore. He would not wield power against anyone. So how that manifested in this lifetime is when he was in the freedom of a motorcycle ride. It conjured up that freedom of being in battle and just being so empowered. And then it triggered that past life vow to not hurt anyone else by his sword. And so what he did was inadvertently created an accident for himself where he wasn't capable of wielding a sword or shield in this lifetime. So people don't realize how much trauma goes into lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of needing to go to battle. You're not always passionate about going to battle. You're forced to by the kingdom or the fiefdom that you belong to. And you're pushed into the situation where you're forced to kill or be killed. So a lot of times when people are in the corporate setting, they're feeling that need to survive. Oh, I have to do this job or else my family starves. Oh, I'm the breadwinner. I have to make this work. And they see years and years of sitting at the keyboard, and it conjures up that memory of having to survive, to fight to the death. And then they feel like there's no way out. And so what happens is that trauma is triggered in the past lifetime. And that repetitive movement of the keyboard is reminding them of all the times they wielded the sword and shield. just that awareness, just that correlation that anything that you're doing in this lifetime, as much drudgery as it feels like, it's merely triggering something from a past life when it was literal, killed or be killed. So in a private session with a client like that, I would release all their times they had been forced to serve in the Crusades, forced to fight, remove all curses on themselves, give them taps to lay down their sword and shield. It's very powerful. We lay down our sword and shield in all moments. You can feel just the power of that. So these things we hold in our body are messages from our higher self telling us where our trauma is and how to release it. You're not in battle right now. You're okay. You can relax your atoms a little bit. If you can take in all of the blessings that you have, you don't have to fight for food. You don't have to go search for water. You don't have to keep the enemy at bay in the same way. Sure, current events wants you to trigger all that. Current events and social media, all that is blasting us with all these nuances that trigger the past life trauma of being in battle mode. Because the powers that be who want to stay in power want you to be triggered into battle mode. It wants you to react in fight or flight. For the most part, humans like to just escape. They just like to escape. But what's happened with that is it's created this bomb of apathy in the world. So right now, everyone's being triggered to fight. And you see that play out in the nastiness and the ruthlessness of people just trolling your page and just saying the most unkind things and looking for a fight. It's actually kind of an upgrade if you think of it, because anger is higher on the survival scale than apathy. So if you can look at it that way and prevent yourself from reacting to a reaction. So in battle mode, you have no choice. You have to react or you will be killed. But understand now, you're on the precipice of knowing what a dynamic, empowered being you are. You don't have to react anymore. You don't have to cut someone or knock someone down to maintain your empowerment. You do exactly what they would do in a martial arts teaching. You hold your own stance. If you're in your own empowerment, nothing can hurt you. It's when you react that you get knocked on your ass.